Hello, and welcome to our Industry 4.0 educational series sponsored by the Economic Growth Institute at the University of Michigan and the Manufacturing Growth Alliance. I am Stephanie Ludwig, a project manager here at the Institute, and I will be guiding you through the program today. EGI has been working with small to medium-sized manufacturers across the state of Michigan for more than 35 years, and we are thrilled to be here today partnering with MGA to assist in educating our manufacturers on the various core technologies of Industry 4.0. Today, our topic will be augmented and virtual reality, and we have Jeff Joannessy from Third Coast to present. After the presentation, I will provide some additional information on current opportunities and resources available for manufacturers interested in implementing Industry 4.0 who are located in Southwest Michigan, Northeast Michigan, and the Upper Peninsula. With that, take it away, Jeff.
So I am Joe's partner at Third Coast Digital Solutions. I'm really happy to be here in front of all you guys. Akshat, that was a great presentation. I love your technology. We need to talk offline at some point. Next slide, please. So today we're going to be talking about XR technology, which is an all-encompassing term that means virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality. The acronym is for extended reality. So that kind of encompasses everything. We're going to talk about how augmented reality is being used today all over the place in manufacturing. And then we'll show some case studies. Next slide. So let's do a quick level set. In case anyone doesn't know, I'll give you a brief definition of sort of what these technologies do. Augmented reality is when you are in your physical space and you are able to see your physical space and different animations, graphics, etc., are presented in your space. Think like the Iron Man movies or things like that, where like graphics are popping up and you can interact with them, manipulate them. Those can be machine controls. Those could be training, normally used on some sort of glasses, or you're looking through the camera of a tablet or an iPhone, and the graphics are being displayed in front of you. In virtual reality, you're closed off, so you're using a device that goes dark, and then inside of that you're transported into another world, and that world could be 360 video based. That world could be computer generated animations, so kind of more video game style. But those are the two big differences. Mixed reality is some new technology that's sort of coming out that can sort of take you from one to the other, but we'll focus on primarily augmented reality today, and then I'll touch a little bit on virtual reality. Next slide. So, augmented reality and virtual reality are new to a lot of people, but they're not really new to manufacturing. Our company has been producing augmented reality and virtual reality for over 5 years now, inside of manufacturing with lots of clients you guys would recognize. And the industry is growing super fast as augmented reality especially becomes a great way to interface with a lot of the other technology. So a lot of the things that Akshat was referring to could use an augmented reality interface. So instead of having to lug a big computer around with you, that computer is in the glasses that you're wearing or in front of like a tablet like this guy. And you're able to see explosions of different products, how to service those, how to train people on those, how to simply use augmented reality as the dashboard to IoT. So there's a lot of ways that augmented reality and virtual reality are being used in manufacturing today, and it just keeps increasing exponentially. Next slide. So when we talk about the benefits of these technologies, you're really able to bring any kind of information, whether or not that's training, whether or not that's an interactive model that you're working on with people. All of those things are immersive, and they're all used as and can be very collaborative. And the technology allows you to bring the information right to the point of need. So, we grew up as a training organization, and the training that we always did, we would have instructor-led training in the classroom, you would have e-learning. And one of the kind of the holy grail was, how do you get just-in-time learning? If I'm fixing a pipe underneath my sink, and typically what I'll probably have up is a phone next to me with a YouTube video on how to fix my sink. And I'm looking at the video and I'm pausing it and I'm going back to my sink and I'm doing this. And I go back to here and then I'm fixing this. What if it was all right where you need it? I didn't have to go to YouTube and find it. I just looked at the pipe, and all of the step-by-step instructions on how to fix it were right there in front of me. That's what augmented reality could do. So picture that now in manufacturing. We have a customer of ours that makes huge printing presses. This twice the size of the conference room I'm in. And they used to deliver the standard operating procedure, the manual, on a forklift, and they had to drop it off, at the place. It was reams and reams and reams of documents and photos and all this stuff. Now they present the whole thing in a HoloLens, which is a Microsoft goggles that you put on, and it takes you through installation process step by step, like you're seeing right here under the faster mode. It takes you, it has maintenance procedures. It has training that we can train people before they get in front of the machine, because we can take the model of that machine and drop it into an empty warehouse and have people learn from there. So, for us, XR really allows our customers to be smarter, faster, and better. That really sums it up. I'll go into some detail on each of those in a second. Next slide. Let's skip this one and come back to that. So one of the products that we have is a product that allows for step-by-step instruction, as I was just referring to. You can see the guy up in the corner. He is wearing a HoloLens, which is the Microsoft device I was referencing. And when he is going through any kind of a procedure, so this is a jet engine right here, but it could be the printing press I was talking about. It could be any number of products, any size machine. It doesn't matter, and it allows the user to be more efficient and to get sort of this the ability for you guys to have almost a cross functionalization of your employees. Like, if there was only one expert who knew how to fix this machine, and now you have 10 experts because each of them is wearing this step-by-step tutorial. We kind of call it paint by numbers. It's all audio controlled. So, you launch the device, it gives you a menu, you interact with it. So you can either push into the menu and it'll interact, or you can use voice commands, next step, show me the video, more detail. And then it knows where you are on the machine and only shows you the steps that you want to see. So it really allows anyone to become an expert. That's why we actually call it the AR cheat sheet. So this is a really great tool for training and then to achieve that just-in-time learning. So if you learned how to operate this machine or how to set up this machine months ago, and now you need that refresher course, you put on the goggles and it shows you exactly what you need to do step by step. So this allows, somebody to not just be an expert on one machine, but you could be an expert on 20 machines, because all you need to do is use the augmented reality tool to guide you along step by step. Next slide, please. Another solution that we have found is very valuable in manufacturing is using augmented reality as an input device. So instead of maybe you guys are familiar with the IKEA app or something like that, where you can take a chair and put it into your living room and see how it looks. This solution looks at a product, a piece, a part that you're going in, end of line part, and uses the inspector now uses augmented reality and IoT to inspect the part. And so they go through step by step. It highlights every single inspection point and gives you the opportunity to then say, yes, that inspection point is good, or no, it's not. It gives you a reference of what that exact inspection point should look like. That can be an image, a video, a verbal explanation. And then if you say it's not good in this middle pane, it gives you a panel that asks for the reason. Is it bad? Is the weld off? Is it out of place? Is the drill hole too deep? And you input that. And then every time that you say yes or no, it takes a visual snapshot. So in that right pane there, you're seeing the analyzed results, and that creates essentially a digital paper trail. So instead of, which we found a lot of inspections are still being done paper and pencil, or they're circling on, a red dot or something on the piece. This creates that digital paper trail for you. So now you can look upstream, look at your processes, look at your machines, look at your employees, and see what kind of data you can extract from that. Oh, it looks like this machine running third shift is always having this particular issue. So now you can, you can be more predictive. You can solve problems before they get too far down the line. The other thing that this does, which a lot of our customers didn't have, is because of that digital paper trail, now you have proof that the part went out the door the way it should have gone out the door. So if it gets damaged in shipping or it gets damaged in receiving, you have that CYA digital paper trail to say, no, this was great when it left our building. Here you go. Here's the proof. So a lot of really good benefits from this. We have proven that we can do the cycle time of the inspections faster than it previously was done with paper and pen. So this is another interesting way to look at augmented reality. Essentially, the same technology can be used in safety. So if you have a drill press or something that you want people to go through a 10-point inspection process before the drill fires up, so that you know that they are skilled at that, that they've taken those safety measurements, and then you can prove that, so that you're number one, you're training people to make sure that they had to go through those steps so that they're going to avoid an injury. The other thing that you're doing is, because you are getting a snapshot of every one of those and creating that digital paper trail, you now again have some recourse. If somebody did get hurt, you could say, yes, they went through the training right on the spot, just in time, and the machine wouldn't even kick on until they passed that training. So there's a lot of good, safety and legal implications there. Next slide, please. Here's a good virtual reality use case. So virtual reality can be used in a lot of sort of high pressure, high dangerous types of situations. So if you want to teach, underwater welding, or you want to teach police safety in a confrontation, or if you want to teach surgery. So that's really a great way to use virtual reality, because you can transport somebody into these, dangerous situations and have them be able to practice in a safe way. This example that we did was we created head-to-toe virtual reality environment where the users had the ability to pick up objects and do this aseptic gowning, kind of like hazmat gowning safety. So the client was losing a ton of money in training time and a ton of money in materials because people were contaminating the garments when they were trying to put them on. And this virtual reality taught proper procedure and proper technique. So we ran them through kind of the first part was a 360 video of an actual expert putting on the gowns. In the next version, they had to guide that expert through the proper procedures and techniques. And then in the final version, they were in full VR and they had to actually do it and pass and go through. It was gamified. We had clocks ticking. It felt very kind of video gamey. It was very cool and very successful for them. Next slide, please. Here's another example of using augmented reality. This guy was the only person in this entire bioscience factory who knew how to set up this machine that ran their labeler, which every single product that they had to go through. So what happens if he was sick or he quit or something? So using him as the subject matter expert, we were able to create a step-by-step procedure. Again, this is using the AR cheat sheet technology. And now they have the ability for anyone on the team, which is a group of about 12 people that kind of go from machine to machine, to be able to set up this machine for a new batch. We're also seeing this technology used in lockout tagout. We have a client in the oil and gas industry who is using this to make sure that all lockout tagout steps are followed. And again, because we can take a snapshot every time that they do the procedure, so we can show them arrows and guides and which way the flow is going and how to shut down the right areas. And then when they lock it off, all they have to do is say, take photo. It takes a photo, it stores it into a database. Now they have proof that they locked it out properly. Again, great CYA in case anything ever happens, but you're making sure that your users are safe. Your employees are safe. They're going through these procedures. Maybe they're having a bad day and they miss a step. They can't miss a step here. It goes through step by step. It doesn't let you go to the next step until you've successfully completed that step and validated it with a photo. So this technology can be really used in a lot of different ways. Again, we're seeing it with training on machine maintenance. We're seeing it allow employees to be more cross-functional. We're seeing it in changeovers that we're doing with our client GE Aviation to quickly get changeovers because their lead engineers are the only ones that know how to do these changeovers, and the whole line gets shut down. But what if there was 10 people who knew how to do the changeover? So that's what we're using this for: quality assurance, safety, and as I mentioned, Lotto. Next slide, please. So, as it says here, the XR really gives you the ability to solve many business problems that you deal with every day: training inefficiencies, ineffective sales tactics, quality assurance issues, and a lot more. If you'd like more information, this is our website and contact information. Feel free to give me a ring. I think that's about it for my time.
So in order to support manufacturers statewide, there are several resources available. Next slide, please. One is through Automation Alley. Automation Alley is an Industry 4.0 knowledge center and means for business and cultures I'm sorry, and it's all about awareness. Their goal is helping companies understand what the Industry 4.0 shift means for businesses and culture and have a multitude of Industry 4.0 data and resources available to assist Michigan manufacturers. And through the state initiative, all manufacturers in the state will have access to these resources. They are currently offering Industry 4.0 leadership evaluations that will show companies how to use Industry 4.0 effectively to grow their business, and will be hosting Integrate in October, which is a global conference that includes keynote presentations, custom panel discussions, and also will have hands-on technology demonstrations. And through this initiative, all small manufacturers can get one free ticket to attend. So please reach out to Automation Alley for more information on that. In addition to the resources at Automation Alley, the Michigan Manufacturing Technology Center, or MMTC, is providing in-depth technology assessments for small to medium-sized manufacturers. They are recommending the Industry 4.0 technologies best suited for profitability improvement and job retention for each unique business. Additionally, they are providing the opportunities for companies to see the technologies firsthand through their roadshows. These are being scheduled across the entire state of Michigan, so please go to their website at the-center.org to find out when one will be in your region. Next slide. In addition to these statewide initiatives, there are also regional programming initiatives. These include providing regional webinars like today, and our goal is to continue to provide more educational content for companies as we move forward. So when you complete our survey after that you'll receive this afternoon, please let us know if there are any specific topics you would like to see, or if you would like us to schedule something that digs in deeper to some of the technologies that you were introduced to today. And along with that educational component, we are also offering company assessments and technical assistance projects. Through these, MGA and EGI will work to ensure manufacturers in Southwest Michigan, Northeast Michigan, and the Upper Peninsula have the foundational and practical knowledge to move forward with implementing elements of Industry 4.0 to ensure they remain competitive in the years to come and to help meet that goal that Michigan has set to enter Industry 4.0 in all of our manufacturers. So with all of our history of running programs to support SMMs, what gets your attention most is when there is funding available to help you. So in our regional program, we will qualify a limited number of companies that have high potential projects for $10,000 in grant matching funds towards the implementation of an Industry 4.0 project. Now that you have learned about a few of the Industry 4.0 technologies from our presenters today, you might be wondering, how do I know if my company is ready to implement some of these technologies? Well, the next step for the MGA-EGI regional partnership is that if you are interested, EGI will conduct a top-down analysis of the company. So, of course, we'd have you sign a non-disclosure immediate agreement to ensure your company's data is protected and excluded from the Freedom of Information Act. And then we will conduct a detailed financial analysis of the company that will include a ratio analysis and company valuation. So if you have wondered what your company would be valued at, our analysis will not only help you better understand your company's value, but this analysis will allow us to see into your stability and strength and financial aptitude to handle and integrate some of these new technologies. So for companies that show they have that good financial stability and aptitude, EGI will then come to your facility and conduct an operational analysis to further evaluate other areas of business critical to tech integration, such as leadership, sales, planning, marketing, and use both the financial and operational analysis to determine some Industry 4.0 projects. All of this is done at no cost to you and with very minimal time commitment. So our output of these analyses is a level set recommendations to increase the firm's value and recommendation for those high leverage points of Industry 4.0 adoption that will be recommended as implementation projects that you can use that $10,000 on. Next slide. So to implement the high leverage point Industry 4.0 projects, our team will find the best resources for you to help implement this project, and then we will assist with the project management for its implementation along with your team. I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. If you have any questions about the topic presented, or you would like more information on the resources available, please feel free to reach out to me directly. You will find my contact information on the last slide of this video, and I'm happy to assist in any way I can. I hope you all have a great day, and thank you again.